I'm hoping you guys can hear me. My internet has been acting really terrible here lately. So I'll put that in the chat. This is why I'm late because I was waiting for it to connect. I have okay. I'm rattled, but I'm gonna start off by saying hello. For those that are gonna join, hello, how are you guys doing? I am struggling with my internet today because today she wants to cut the fool, unfortunately. I really wanted to test out my skills and add my other camera, but it needs the internet, and so she's acting real funny. Hold on, let me try this one more time. Mhm. Hey, John, how are you? I'm having internet issues and I'm trying to get my camera back on the live. So we might have to do it without the camera, which, is not the worst thing in the world, but it's not the best either. I'm gonna try not to make a really. Yes. Okay. And let's fingers crossed that it works the way I want it to work. I don't know if that looks good or not. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So today I am potting up. Oh yeah. Okay, doing well. Just sewing for my sisters. What is that? VBS. What's VBS? I'm horrible at that game. I can't. Nothing I'm coming up with is making sense. But so tell me what that is because I don't know. Okay, so let me stay focused. Today I am potting up my um propagation. So let me show you what I'm potting up today because I'm excited. I'm excited. It may not seem like it, but I really am excited. I'm excited because I actually got some more root growth. So what I did was I noticed that okay, when I potted up my original propagations, I propagated my Hoyas, Vacation Bible School. Gotcha. I potted up my Hoyas, and when I cut them, I noticed that some of them had not rooted. And what I should have done was put them in more light in the beginning. But I always tend to kind of put them someplace not in direct light. But the more light you give them, I found the better they are. So I actually put them in more light and I am getting more roots. One of the ones that took forever to root, and I find this a lot with syndapses, that when you root the end, like the I forgot what this is called right now, but why is that good? That's not good. When you root the tip, it tends to take a long time to root. But I put it in some extra light. She has rooted, so I'm gonna pot her up, and I'm gonna pot the Hawaiian pothos up. I'm going to pot up my sigillatus. She has crazy root action. Look at that. Doesn't that make you smile? Oh goodness. Okay, first let me tell you guys, I have not had coffee or breakfast this morning. So if I cut the whole food, y'all blame charge it to my head. Um, these are my macrophylla. My macrophylla had one piece that hadn't rooted, and I was trying to give it a chance to do that. It was it was a cutting and then the leaf fell off of it and I was like, no, I can still root it. And she was like, no, I'm dying. So so I left these in here to kind of root a little bit more and I'm gonna pot those up. I'm gonna take all of the pothos and pot them up together. And then the last but not least, and hopefully we can get to all of this today. I tried to be as strategic and have everything right here by me. But the other thing is I want to pot up my Bella. Now, I have one piece in here that had a leaf, the leaf fell off, and she's yellowing. And so I don't think I'm not potting her up. I'm just gonna let her go. She decided she didn't want to be a part of the posse. But I got roots on this other one down here. So you can see the roots down here. So I'm excited about that. Now, I'm probably gonna bring my Bella over because she I don't she's not making me feel like she's still a part of the crew. Like her leaves are not getting firm when I water it, and that's kind of making me a little nervous. So um there's that. Okay. I said hi to everybody in the chat. Hopefully Marilyn will make it back. Looks like she popped on a little earlier than I did, and then on top of that, I was late. Lord have mercy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead on and get started because I also want to give you like a really quick update on what's going on with the ones that I've already done already. So if anybody is potting up anything, get your stuff, join me because I'm going to, I don't know if I want to use this or not. I'm going to try to pot up on camera. We're going to see how this works. Y'all, keep our fingers crossed. If I drop the live, if for whatever reason I get dropped out of the live, just hold on. I'll be back. It might take a minute. I don't know what's going on with my internet, but it seems like every weekend it gets bad. And then from Monday throughout to Friday, it gets, better. And then by Saturday, it goes to crap again. So I don't know what's going on, but we're going to try this. Okay, so I'm going to, let's see. How do I want to do this? Put that, and you guys can see. Now I have to figure out where to put everything. Okay. I want you to see me too, though. I want to be here. That's too much. All right, we learning on camera. I want the opposite of this. Hmm. I don't know how to make it do that. I don't know how to make it do that, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, D. I see you. I'm trying to figure out how to get my camera to do what I want it to do, but I might have to just go with what I know for now. Make it solo. I'm gonna make it solo for a sec. I don't like that because I want to be able to see. Because I will forget that that's what I'm doing. How about we do it this way? That's about the best I can get. So I have my soil. Let me show you guys what soil I'm using. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. So this is my normal soil, aeroid soil mix. This is some cocoa core, some cocoa pith, some charcoal, some pumice. It doesn't have perlite in this, but sometimes I will have perlite, and some diatomaceous earth. And 9 times out of 10, I've got some, and I can see them in here, worm castings. So this is what I'm going to pot the propagations up for today. So I typically pot everything in the same soil. If I have to use a different soil, very seldom do I use a different soil. It may be an amendment of this, like for my peace lilies, I might put a little more soil, like buy a smaller soil for that. When I say smaller soil, something like more broken down. But I have not repotted my peace lilies since I started using this soil. So I don't know. I might end up just using the pith and all the other amendments because I found that the peace lilies like a little bit more of a less loose soil. Okay. And now I've become an underwaterer. I don't know what's going on with me, but yeah, those are the facts. Okay. How do I want to do this? All right. We're going to look at some roots because why not? And the first one I want to get done, I'm going to go ahead on and show you the update. So this is my, ooh, I should probably use it. Nope, I'm gonna use this one. This is my Syndapsis, the Silver Hero. I propagated her. I had one piece in here that decided she did not want to propagate right away. She didn't want to root, but we have good roots. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna have to figure out the best way to work this camera. Look at those roots down there. So I'm going to just slide that cutting in here with that. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the propagations and put them on here. And that way I'll have something to work with. Look at those roots. Can you guys see that? No. Yes, you can, kind of. A little bit. Those roots look really, really good. This one has a little bit of a root, not a lot, but she did okay. Let's see if this camera is better. So here's one and here's the other one. So she did okay. I would love more root, but I gotta take with what I have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put her in with the cuttings that I already have. And I'm going to try not to disturb it but so much, but I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay. So y'all, ooh, oh, they look good. I love that. Okay, so we're gonna add this in here and we're gonna keep our fingers crossed that everything goes well. This setup is not as nice as when I film the repots because I get to have the camera the way I want. This one is a little bit harder for me to navigate. And like I said, I'm learning as I'm going, you guys. So okay. I'm excited about this pot up because I do want to cut some more plants. One of the things that I'm trying not to do a lot of is purchase many new plants. I do plan to make a purchase this year. I actually I have a link to, you know, how people normally have Patreons and memberships. I have a buy me a plant link, and one of my subbies, one of my family members, I won't mention her name because she didn't do it publicly, so I will be mindful of her privacy, but she bought me a plant pretty much. So I am going to buy some plants this year. I do have a couple in mind, and I have some plans. So, all right, well, we got her back potted up, and I'm going to put her, as soon as I see some really strong, which I've already seen with the other two, as soon as I see some really strong root growth, I'm going to put her in with the mother plant. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to repot the mother plant too, because I don't think I've repotted that. I don't like all of these little holes down here. I'm trying to fill it in. Of course, I didn't bring all of my repotting tools. I'm going to have to probably do all of the cleanup stuff after the video because repotting takes a long time. And you guys know that. If you repot your plants and repot them often enough, repotting is not something that you can do quick. Sometimes even the ones that seem like they set up really quickly, they don't. So this is my Silver Hero. Let me show you the mother plant. Okay, so here's the mother plant. She's doing pretty good. I cut her pretty well, and she's got some new growth coming in right there. And I'm looking at the soil. She looks like she has been repotted. So Once these finish, then I'm gonna put this all together to have one big plant. I'm excited. I can't wait. That's my knees popping, y'all. That's me being old. Don't talk about me. Okay. So I don't quite want to do the pothos just yet because I have pothos in a lot of these different pots because I was trying to help them to root quicker. So I'm gonna probably pot that one up last. All right, let me stop for a second. Hey, C-Temp. Hey, Kanesia. How are you? I am potting up my propagations today. So I did some propagations before. I cut those and waiting for those to root. And so I put them in some extra light and they are starting to root. They're rooting well now. So I am just going through. Now let me tell y'all something. If you don't have this Hawaiian golden pothos, you got to get you one. Because when I tell you, okay, let me show you the mother plant. Just so I can let y'all know. Okay. This is the mother plant. Now you know this plant was huge. My hair is doing exactly what she feel like she want to do. So y'all excuse her because she doing her today. I tried this dirty ponytail 3-4 days in a row and was like, okay, she cute. And then as soon as I decide I'm gonna wear it on camera, she like, I ain't doing nothing right. Anywho, this is my golden pothos is the Hawaiian version. And you know, she was big and full. And then I cut her, and then I didn't like her haircut. I was like, I don't like that. And so I cut her some more. So the propagations that I have here today that are rooted are the second from the second cut. So this is her after her cut. And let me show you what cutting your plant does. I cut the plant here. All of this grew out since I cut it. Now, I probably cut that last year, right? I cut this year. Let's see. You know what? To be fair, I don't even know. I know I cut that last year. I think I cut this one last year too, because I did a little bit of cutting last year. Here's the cut, and here's all of what grew from that cut. Here, I just cut this one recently. This is the one I just cut. And already she's got a growth coming out right here. Can you see that? So cutting, and she's got a growth coming in there too. It's really hard to see inside the leaves. But cutting your plant pushes it to grow more, not just leaves, but roots as well. So it helps not only when you are propagating, do you get the propagations that help full up your plant if you add them back, but it also makes the mother plant grow even more. It pushes out even more growth on the mother plant. So she got back to looking cute again. I really liked her little haircut, but she started wrapping around and started pushing out even more tendrils once I cut her. I'm telling you, it is a game changer. If you want your plants to look full and pretty, yes, you can go out and buy more plants, but you can also just make your plants, the ones that you have, look much, much better. So I also have some new growth going on up in here too. So these are the things that I look for every morning. This is my therapy when I come in and I want to see what's growing and where the new leaves are coming in. Um, I'm noticing that some of my leaves are getting some brown spots on them, and that's from me not watering her fast enough. I up potted her last year. Did I up pot this? Yeah, I up potted her last year, meaning I brought her up to a larger pot. So I repotted her in the new soil. So she's loving the new soil. But I think at one point when she was long and full, I was letting her go a little bit too long in between waterings. So one of the things about cutting the plants too is that it helps me regulate how much water I'm giving them. I get better at it the more I cut my plants. Okay, so let me get back to potting up. Otherwise, I will be here all day, which I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Okay, let me see. Can I add my propagated pothos with the mother plant? Absolutely, Dee. That's exactly what I plan to do. In fact, I'm going to show you really quickly a plant that I did that very thing to. last year. And she is a biggin. Look at her. She is glorious, right? She started off as a 6-inch pot. She was a 6-inch hanging pot. I think I almost still have the basket here. She was a 6-inch hanging pot, and she was hanging down just like that other one over there. I took and did plenty of cuts from her, right? The pothos will root up so quickly and so nicely that you can do one node cuttings on them. And I rooted up all of those cuttings, and then I took all of those cuttings and made, and this probably is like a 13 or 15-inch pot. I forgot how big this pot is. But this thing is humongous. She is human, and she done already started trailing again. So absolutely, you can take your cuttings and put them in with the mother plant. So, and which is what I love to do. I love doing that. I'm possibly working with let's see if I can show. Okay, I'm possibly working with a different YouTuber to do an online plant swap. And I want to know if you would be interested in joining in. He had me ask 2 other YouTubers, and I thought about you. I would definitely do a plant swap. One of the things though that I am gonna be doing soon is I'm gonna put it out in the world. I'm gonna be moving soon. So um plant swapping would work because I would already have a plant, so I would be swapping for another one. But yeah, I would absolutely join me in. Let me know. Send me the details. Check in my and I could probably put it in the description, but if you look on my YouTube channel from my channel page, my email, you can see my email address from there. Send me an email and let me know the details about the plant swap. John. Yes, right? I don't get the plant swap that much because I don't have many plant friends near me, but yeah, I would love to participate. Um, hey, Mary Love, how are you? I'm glad you stopped in. I'm glad I got to see your virtual wave. Hey, girl, hey. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. What I'm actually doing is literally crazy. Oh, I hope you guys can hear me. Or still here. I don't know if I can tell how many people are still here. Okay, thanks, John. Okay, yeah, I had to string some things together. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to work fast and try not to dawdle because apparently my internet don't want me to be great. So I'm gonna have to make a phone call because we can't have that. All right, so we are on to the next one. I wanted to show you. We pulled the other camera off because I figured that was way too much stress on my internet. So we just gonna have to work with this camera that we're working with here. This is more root. This is crazy. This is the Hawaiian. This is why I'm saying you got to have a Hawaiian in your life, some sort of pothos. These are the roots from the sigillarius, sigillatus. I'm just going to rename the baby. All right. So at first, I had a couple of pieces that were rooting. I don't want to pull this off because they are doing what they're doing. I'm pretty sure everybody is rooted. I'm going to assume that everybody is rooted, but I don't, they're sticking to each other. So I don't want to disturb them. But look, in the beginning, I might have had two that were not rooted, one or two, and I put them under some light. She got a little stressed, a smidge stressed. Look at the red on here. But other than that, I think she's doing well. So I think the key to this one is to keep it, she got, looks like it's a little green right here, to keep her moist. I don't know though. So I'm gonna have to do a little research. This is the one thing about potting them up is that now it's like, ooh, now I got to figure out how to take care of them. But the leaves are nice and hard. But yeah, this is, I'm gonna pot her up. I probably should have did a better job at choosing some cups that did not have a bunch of writing on it, but I didn't. So, oh well. And this soil might be a little chunky for her, but the good thing about the cup is that it's going to keep the leaves from getting down too far in here. So, ooh. I like to let the cup help keep the leaves out of the soil and keep it nice and fluffy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to water all of these at the same time, probably at the end, so that way I won't forget anybody. But that's her potted up. I'm going to watch for her roots. I know just because I was able to propagate her early on in my journey, I know what her roots look like. Now, had I received her in soil and I didn't unpot it, then I would never know what her roots look like, right? So I love that I get to, because I propagated, I get to see what those roots look like. I know what color they are. I know whether they're thin or thick. And so I know what to expect, or at least I should know, right? At least if I have a picture or something, I could go back and remind myself, okay, that's what they look like. So I'm excited about her because I don't have one of these in my collection. So this is a new to me plant. Okay. The next one I'm going to do is my macrophylla. So once again, I put some pothos cuttings in with the macrophylla so that they would root quicker. And I only had maybe one or two. Look at that. This is the only one that hasn't pushed out a full root yet, but she's got a little piece of root coming right there. I guess you could see that little white coming in there. So I'm gonna stick her. And what happened was the other day, I came in and I checked and I was like, why is this thing not rooting yet? I took off one of the bottom leaves so that she can get more in the water. And so I'll just let her sit in there for a little bit. I'm not worried about her at all. I will keep my eye on her though, because any cuttings like that that take forever to root and there's no reason why it should take forever to root, I tend to let them go because they usually end up being problem children. All right, so here's some more pothos. She rooted up really nicely. And it looks like all of my macrophylla has rooted. Now, just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to show you what the mother plant looks like. She probably is about the same size as the cuttings. And I don't try to leave space at the bottom when I'm potting these up because they're not going to be in here that long, maybe a couple months at the most. So here's the mother plant, and you see I got plenty. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't have enough hands. I got plenty of new growth. So I cut her here, and I got this whole new leaf out. Um, this one I think I cut here. This is a new leaf. This is a new leaf here. And I cut here. I don't think this is a new leaf. I think I just cut there. I don't know that this one has shown any signs of growth. But if I'm looking even in throughout here, I think she's gonna start pushing out a little bit more growth fairly soon. I've been trying to keep up with the watering. One thing I will say about this is that she will stay alive if you don't water her well, but she doesn't grow as much. But once you get that watering right, oh my goodness, she will grow like a champion. Because I've had this plant for a while and I thought I was doing good by her until something told me to water her more often. I started watering her more often. She was getting enough light, she just wasn't getting enough water. Now, what she needs is a good repot. This is this original soil it came in. So I think at some time I might have put her in a bigger pot because I maybe not. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably repot the mother, um, and then I'll join them two together. Right? I'll give them a chance to kind of get acclimated to the soil, and then I'll put those two together. But yeah, she's doing good. I'm loving that. I'm loving her leaves. In fact, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think the leaf that I lost was one of my favorites, which hurt me to my heart. But yeah, something happened. I don't know what it was, but something happened. Ooh, let me show you guys one more thing. This was not on the roster, but I just cannot help myself because I'm so proud of myself that I was able to get this to grow. So this is the snake plant. This is the Mikado, Fernwood Mikado. And it took forever for this thing to root, but she has finally pushed out roots and I actually have a growth. Look. Oh my goodness. And look at that root. I have never seen roots like that on a snake plant. Now, if you don't know, I am hard. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I see new growth on? Okay, this one is the start of the roots. It just looks like see-through something. That's the beginning of it. This one actually has a root. I could have, oh, it does. It's very faint. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it on camera. Oh, crud. Man, this live stuff sucks. You can see, I can see it. You probably can't, but it's going to start pushing out a little bit of growth soon. So my only concern with this is how do I plant this up so that I don't bury this? So I'm gonna have to figure out something. But I'm gonna pot this up very soon. So I might bring you guys along with me. I'm not sure. But for now we're gonna finish with what I'm doing here today. I'm gonna try to stay as focused as possible. Now, this is the one thing about this plant is that the leaves are so heavy that they end up controlling where everything goes on this plant. I'm gonna try to put some of the smaller soil in, and let's do our little famous push down on the sides so we can secure everything. I'm putting my fingers in dirt, y'all. You should be proud of me. And I'm trying not to bury it too much but we'll get more roots that way. So at some point, I don't know, I kind of feel like I wanted to cut some of this extra long drama, but that's just macrophylla. That's just how it rolls. You can't really control it, but so much. I really wanted to have a little bit less of an inner node, but it's doing what it needs to do. So I just have to live with it. All right. I knew I was going to do that. I just dropped it. Okay. 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 Now I got soil all over the place. Clean up on aisle 5. That would be me. Doing the cleanup too. You do the mess up, you do the cleanup, Miss Ma'am. All right. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a cup or something. I usually put these in like cash poles. So matter of fact, let me do that right now. So I just usually put it in some sort of cash pole, cash pot, whatever, so that they can lean and do what it needs to do, right? All right. And I have plenty of these sitting around because I like all my plants to be in that. To me, the ultimate is having a plant in a plastic container or plastic pot, and then I take that whole plastic pot and put it inside the cash pot. Okay, so now we're going to pot up the pothos. Do I want to do that, or do I want to pot this up? Okay, I'm going to do the pothos first. And the reason I'm going to do the pothos first is because, let's see if I can, oh, wait, hold on. What's going on here? Okay. So it's kind of like, what is going on? Sometimes when these things grow upside down, the growth is this way. This is how this leaf would normally be pushing out this way. But because it was going down, it looks like it's pushing towards the sun, but how am I explaining this? When we have a trailing plant and the trail is going down, the leaves are pushing up or at least reaching up to get the sun. It makes it weird when you cut it to know the top from the bottom. The way to tell is to look at how the leaves are coming off of the stem. And as long as it's coming up this way, this is the top. So of course, this is where my roots are coming from. Now, if I had put this in the water, it would have rooted here, but then you would have a problem potting it. It may work. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna work, but it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. Okay, so let me I kind of want to snatch this off because she still ain't turned. Let's see. I don't mind putting all of this in one pot. I really don't. I have no problem with that, but I just want to put the weird ones, all the weird ones together because it's easier to pot the weird ones up together, believe it or not. So one of the other tricks that I use is I just put all my roots together in my hand, and then I take and put it in a cup. Can I stick all of those in here? Because I promise you I sure would. Okay. I don't mind at all. Because what's going to happen is at some point, I'm going to put all of these back with the mother. And okay, what's going on? Why is this root all the way up here? Because that's what I want to do. Yeah, I have other. I'm gonna show you what my other um, golden pothos. This Hawaiian. I have the other cuttings. They're already rooting up. They're already in soil right now. So I'm gonna show you what they look like. You've already seen the mother plant, so no need to bring her back out. Although she's a cutie. She's a cutie. I don't mind looking at her every day. Every day. All right, so that's the baby. And this is the other part of her. So this is just 2 little cups. And that's how much I've cut off of that Hawaiian this year. That along with this. So by the time I go to pot her back all up, she's gonna have a nice full pot of pothos. Like I love my pothos to be full. I don't like the one tendril look. I'm not a fan of that. So I like it to be nice and full. And so what's probably going to happen is I might end up cutting her at least one more time. Um, and maybe this will have a little buddy to hang out with in the pot. Or she just might go in the pot by herself. What am I gonna do with this Bella? Should I Ooh, okay, John, what you telling me? Go ahead and bury the growth point about 1/4 to one so it has stability. Okay. You mean for I'm trying to think which one that would have been. Is that for the macrophylla or the this one? This one got a root coming out in a weird spot. But you know what? One thing I also found is that you don't have to bury all your roots. They'll figure out how to get what they need. Trust me. Now I have a literal root. Let's see if I can get you to see it right here. She's outside of the soil, but her point is in the soil. So she'll figure it out. And if not, the root will die off and she'll make a root somewhere else. But I'm not gonna stress about her because her stem is all the way in the soil. So I'm going to the Sansevieria. Oh, okay. Go ahead and bury the growth point. I'm assuming that will be at the end. About a quarter. Oh, so it has stability. Okay. All right. So I shouldn't lay it to the side because I was just gonna lay it on top of the soil. Okay. I'll bury it in, and what I'll do is I will do like a shallow amount of soil in the very beginning. In fact, I think I pulled this out so that I could use this. I was going to use this for either the Bella or that. And I'll just use like a really small cup and just put a little small piece of soil at the bottom just so it can get the roots going in that direction. And then I'll put it in something bigger because I'm going to add that with the mother plant. I'm not going to have 2 pots of that for sure. I really want to open up this Bella because I'm concerned. Let me go get her. Okay. So while I'm here, I just want to show you guys the growth on my Louis Bois. Look at him. He's so cute. All right, this is the one though that is giving me angst right now. Let me put him back and let me show you this one. Now, even her on looking at her on camera, she not giving. I just watered her, so she's not dry, but her leaves are not very firm, and it's kind of got me a little concerned. Now, I'm not concerned about the soil to plant ratio. I think this is fine, especially for these. But I'm not understanding why. Oh, this got me nervous because it is what it is. If she if she needs to be. Okay, so I'm actually pulling her. I see too many roots, y'all. I don't see too many roots. Okay, I don't see too many roots. The soil is not bad. The soil is very similar to what I'm working with now. It's just a little less chunky. I don't see a whole bunch of roots. You know what? When stuff like this happens, especially with these Hoyas, I ain't gonna hold you. I will take this bad boy and cut it and cut her up into a bunch of little pieces and propagate them because I don't trust these roots. I don't see much and I'm scared to pull on it, but I mean, I'm looking at these roots and these roots are nice and thick. Let's pull this dead matter out. That's trash. But look at that. See that? You see how thick those roots are? I don't see nothing in here that is giving that. Not like that. So, and I hate to start her off not having any, not being watered well, but child, this look like it might be. She was doing fine. Then all of a sudden, it's just like, mm-mm. I noticed the last time I watered her, I was like, this is not, her leaves are not firming up. I don't understand. She about to get cut. She about to get cut and propagated. And we just gonna have to keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, it could be dry rot. You probably right about that. Okay, so I see I see the roots and they're just not like super extensive. All right, I'm about to cut it. I'm about to cut it. One, I wanted some more. I wanted some more. This is me, y'all, doing stuff impromptu. This is my life. Um, I wanted some more of the Hoya Bella to begin with, but what I think I'm realizing is that the Hoya Bella really doesn't root as well in the water. I think she probably would do better in sphagnum moss. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it, and if she doesn't start, I'm gonna put her in the light, and if she doesn't start rooting quick, then I'm going to hmm, don't you love this? Okay. Oh man. I'm okay. This is my thought process. I want to cut and have several pieces, but I also want to take the whole mother plant and put the mother plant in water and let her root from there, right? But I also don't want to put too much stress on the mother plant to have to root so much of this plant. So I'm going to cut this here and I'm going to cut these little leaves off. So now we got this little piece. Oh, look, she got the milk coming out, so I know she good. I'm gonna cut here. And I'm gonna cut these leaves. I cannot believe I'm cutting up my daggone Bella. Um, I feel like I want to cut this stem too. Cut that. Cut these these off. So I have this. I think I'm gonna cut these off too. I have that. In fact, let me cut some of these off too. So I get myself more room. Although I've noticed that the Bella seem like it just want to root at the bottom. And then I have this as the mother, right? And all right, what y'all saying? I should have waited, huh? Do you think the vine plants like pothos grow extra when they are close to another part of the plant's vine? Wait a minute, hold on, let me do that again. That's part one. Do you think that vining plants like pothos grow extra when they are close to another part of the plant vining that's longer? Hmm. Okay, right. Trimmed a pothos all the way around, but it twined with the pothos with longer vines during the 2 month house set. Mm, I think if it was if I think I'm what I'm hearing correctly, if it's um, a crawler, then they like support. Pothos don't necessarily need as much support. Support for a pothos means it's gonna grow bigger, but grow faster or better, I don't know. I don't typically let my plants grow on each other, but I know for sure, like if you put a pothos on a pole or let it grow up something or vine on your wall, it will grow bigger. Like the leaves will get bigger. So I guess essentially it does grow faster, maybe. Um, but I don't typically let my plants touch and grow together just because I just don't. I mean, these ones behind me probably are the closest, the plants that have closest proximity to each other. The ones on the shelf or the ones anywhere else in my house, they're not typically touching each other. But my Hoya does like to grow on each other. She will vine around anything she can get her hands on, especially that Australis back there. She will vine on just about anything. So I'm gonna let this sit out for a little bit and let that dang. Now that I want to put you in the soil, oh, you finally pushing out a little root up here at the top. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. This is the one thing I love about doing more than one thing with your plant. Like because I have this in the water, I can use this as a reference to know this is what the leaves should feel like when they are watered well. My hair is doing whatever it want to do. Y'all excuse her because she don't care. She like, I don't care nothing about your live girl. I want to be free. Okay, I'm gonna leave her alone. So yeah, this is what I love about doing other things like propagating because it gives me a reference to know. As I was feeling the leaves, I kept thinking, I think it's supposed to be firmer than this, but I didn't really know. I'm seeing now that I'm feeling these leaves here that were propagating in the water, they are really, really firm. And so that's letting me know, sis, that wasn't right. So we're gonna put this, I'm gonna let it sit out just a little bit longer and callus just a little bit more. And then I'm gonna put her in this water. I'm even gonna I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this one because I've done this before with other pothos before. I'm lying. Hoya, where I had a Hoya, my Matilde, she was doing fine, and then all of a sudden she was not. And so what I did was I came in and I cut her down to like just the stems. I let the stems stay in the soil. That ended up dying off. And then what I did was, and I'm probably gonna take and rinse this in some water just to get all the soil off of it. But I probably could just break them on off. So I'm going, and then I've done this with another Hoya that she wasn't acting right either. So what I did was took it down to the root like this, and then just stuck that whole thing in water. And she bounced right back, and I could have potted her right back up. But at the time, I didn't know. I was just like, oh God, I'm just trying to save her life. But what I realized was that either she had a hole near her in her soil so that she had a pocket and she wasn't getting watered well, or somehow I rotted the roots somehow. And yeah, I'm not seeing anything weird on here. I just don't understand why her roots are so dry like they are. But they look dry and the soil is moist. So I'm going to let her stay in some water. She has not been cut down there. That didn't sound good. But I didn't cut any of her roots. I think she's going to be fine. So, what I'm going to do, I don't want to leave this in water too long because I don't know. I'm going to put these in water and I'm going to put them under the light and put them back over here. I don't know what to do about this little thing, this little kickstand over here. Should I leave the kickstand on? She don't have no leaves. I don't know. But right now I have three and a mother and the root. So I'm okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave those off just a little bit more because I don't know that it really made a difference, but I kind of would prefer not to. I want to give her the best chance to live. Okay, so I don't have any more. I do want to cut though. I want to cut my I want to cut my Australis back here. The Lisa has done so well. The Australis has done so well that I really want to, get my Lisa to be bigger. The Lisa is the variegated part of it. And so I really want her to be bigger. So I think I'm going to cut her and put her in some water. I will let you guys know how that's going. I don't really have any other updates on. Let me show you the one that I did propagate last time. And then, so this is the globulosa, right? Um, and so I've never taken care of this plant before, so I'm still trying to figure out how it's going. But she got some roots, and they're doing things. Look at that. I think it's okay. I think we're doing okay. What I'm noticing is that I kind of let her dry just a smidge. I'm constantly looking because like I said, I've never cared for this before. So I noticed that her leaves got a little soft, and when I watered it, it perked back up. So I was like, okay. So the one thing I'm looking for now, um, is growth. Once I see some growth, then I know everything I've done is okay. I'm seeing her roots, and I know that she's growing more root, right? Because I can see that, but I also want to see growth because if I don't get growth, that's going to be a little bit of a problem. But other than that, I think she's doing okay. I got to keep her in a cash pot too because her leaves are heavy, and once she gets watered, they really get heavy. And the soil is nowhere near that heavy. So I appreciate you guys for hanging with me today and my little mishaps with my internet. Let me check to make sure. Hey, let me see if I can get this name right. Big Ego Plants. Okay, Big Ego Plants. You know what? I saw you in the chat. Tell me, what kind of plants do you have? Let me know what kind of plants you have. If it's okay, what is this saying? If it's green, leave it. Leaves will grow or offshoots from the bare stem stick. I thought that, right? And I have rooted bare stemmed Hoya stem before, but I just had one that just died off. And I really wanted it to, because I'm like, why did it drop all its leaves and then not do nothing? It has grown nothing since. The end of it looks like it's a little brown. So I'm probably gonna leave it like you say, but I'm not all that confident that she gonna push out or do anything. But we'll see. I'm gonna give her a shot. I ain't gonna cut her off, but she look weird. She looks weird. I'm noticing that this Bella is she funny acting when she want to be. She like she like it, and if it's not exactly like she like it, she gonna have a little bit of a say so. She drooping real hard, right? Sorry, sis. I'm gonna get you in some water soon. Hold tight. Just hold on. So yeah, I agree with you. Anything green is gonna push out some growth, right? Oh, what? 200 plants? Get out of here. Okay, so you got to give me some tips on my philodendron because it's struggling. I still have my oh, you can't see it. My jungle boogie is still I what I think I did with my jungle boogie is I think I when I was watering it, I think it fell. And when it fell, it damaged the leaves and I didn't notice it. And then eventually the leaves fell off and I thought something was going on. So I still have it. I watered it. We gonna see. But um she done lost two of her new leaves and her most recent growth is looking weird. So I might cut her too. So I might do some more cutting of the plants here soon. I have not too many more that I want to cut, but definitely that philodendron. So yeah, I think I'm done for the day. I think I've done what I came to do. I potted up everything. I'm gonna water everything. I got my water right here, so I'm gonna water with some juicy juice. I'm gonna water everything in. If anybody has any tips on this sigillatus, let me know. Because what I think I know is that it likes to stay evenly moist, maybe. Um, I don't know why I'm trying to do this with my left hand because I am not left hand girl. I might not get it wrong with my left hand, but I sure ain't gonna get it right. All right, let's see. I know she like water. I usually this is why I love using the clear containers. Oh, who was that mentioned the no leaf? Here's the my no leaf fail. Most of my no leaf Hoya stem propagations did well. I can go get those and show them to you, but this one was a fail. I just think she might have been, I don't know, she was sick of me from jump. But let me show you what the other ones look like. These are the ones that were just stem, no leaves when I cut them. And I put them in water and rooted them, and then now they're pushing out leaves. So this is some success for me. This is my Australis, and same here. I think a lot of these in here were sticks. All of them, some of them, most of these I think had leaves, but only one leaf. Um, but I it pushed out new leaves on these too. But this was full of just nothing but leafless stem, and I put them in water and rooted them, and now they are growing like crazy. And the root action is ridiculous, like it's crazy, crazy. So I'm loving this. I'm gonna pot all of this up probably sometime before the end of the summer. I'm gonna pot all of this up because I had this for a while and she was not growing. She wasn't dying, but she wasn't growing either. Um, which was amazing to me. I mean, years I had this plant. And when I first got it, it grew like crazy. And then I put it over here and it grew really long. The tendril was really, really long. I want to say somewhere about maybe 10 feet or so. And it just got so far out that it didn't have the root system to support it, I think. I think had I put it in soil, wrapped it around some soil, I think it would have been fine. But The way she was going, she had that one, the one source of soil, and that was it. And so she wasn't growing at all. So now she's growing like crazy. So I know for sure that that's what the issue was. That she needed some more soil and some more nutrients, because she was getting plenty of light, because she was up here and the light is up here. She was strung on rope. I had the tendrils wrapped around like this burlap rope, and just so that I can control where she grew. And she just gave up on life. But I cut her and she pushed out all of this new growth. She was literally leafless for at least a year or more. And I cut her and she just started pushing out growth like crazy. So she's doing it. She's doing it well. Okay, well, I don't have any more today, you guys. That's all I had. I wanted to pot those up. Hopefully, you guys, did anybody get any potting done themselves? Let me know in the chat. Ooh, who wants more? Hello, Rosie. Hey, love. Hey, beautiful. I will see you soon. I'm excited. I want more Hoyas. I currently own 2. Oh, so which 2 do you own? Do I have the same? Do I have any of those that you own? Like the princess, the queen? What do you own? What I have on my wish list right now is I want a Sarawak. I'm trying to be good and not get one right this minute, but I want a Sarawak. The leaves on that is humongous. I have a Pachyclada. The leaves on her are really hard. I love that. But she is not growing. I got to figure out what's going on with her, because she is not growing. Tip number 1, if your plant is not growing, even if it's not dying, if it's not growing, it's a problem. So I need to figure out what's going on with her, because she gets water, she gets nutrients, she gets light. I'm not sure what it is. So I might need to repot her. I don't think she's been repotted since I got her, but she's grown quite a bit. So maybe she needs some refreshed soil. Maybe I've dry rotted her roots. Now, if I dry rot a root, I probably wouldn't even know. But she still gets hard. She's not getting soft or anything. So I can't imagine it would be that. Um, but yeah, let me know what Hoya you have. Um, if I have any of the same ones. I would be curious to know if you have any that I have on my wish list. I saw another Hoya that I want. It's another Bella. It's the Okay, this is outer, inner. It's another Bella that I want. I can't think of what it was right now. Oh yeah, you want silvery Hoya variety. Okay. I have one that is actually beautiful, not beautiful, but beautiful. The Croniana silver. If you got your eye out for a silver plant, let me go get her just so I can make your mouth water just a little bit. Look, right? Look at that. That is straight goodness. And she flowers like crazy, okay? She flowers like crazy. Get it. It is well worth it. Sometimes they can be a little expensive, but it is definitely well worth it. I think I purchased mine. Matter of fact, I did a unboxing video about a year or so ago. Well, it's got to be a year or so ago, because I've only been on YouTube for a year. But yeah, I did a video unboxing. I think I got mine from Succulent Empire, and beautiful. Their plants come in they ship plants. They are beautiful, nice and healthy, potted up in good soil. I did an unboxing online, so you can see what the plant looked like when I got it, and you can see the difference in the size right now. Let me tell you, well worth every dime I paid. Okay, well worth it. It was not a little cutting. She was doing the thing when I got her, but she is definitely much bigger now than she was then. So yeah, I do want. I wouldn't mind having some more silver Hoyas. I think that's pretty much the only one I have. I have that one. I have a black Croniana, so I have the 2 Cronianas. And I don't think I have any more silver Hoyas. I think that's about it, right? Yeah, I don't think I have any more silver Hoyas. So um I don't even have any suggestions um on silver Hoya that I can think of. But yeah, that's the only one I have, and I love her. When I tell you love her, love her. That one I have not propagated yet. I know. I'm. It's shocking, but I have not propagated her yet. So I want to. I want to propagate her. Um, but what I'm learning as I'm doing this is that those Hoyas with really thin stems, they kind of buck back a little bit when it comes to propagating them, especially in water. When I propagated my variegated Hoya Bella, the Louis Bois, I had to do it in soil. I couldn't, I tried it in water, she was not taking. And so then I put it in the soil, and that's when she started. I don't know if it was the combination of the two, but when I had it in water, I had it in water for a couple weeks. She was just wilty and like, ugh. Then I put her in sphagnum moss in a propagation box, and that was all she wrote. I saw the little roots growing, and she been growing like a weed ever since. Well, and I also figured out that they need a little bit more water than staying dry like a cactus. Um, so once I started doing that, she was doing fine. So yes, yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I love her. Love her, love her, love her. Okay, who is this? Potted two pothos and propagate. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so you did cut your monstera. Okay. You know, they make really pretty centerpieces on your table. I never would, whenever I would cut my plants like I just did, I cut the leaves off. It never occurred to me to put the leaf in water. I've been doing that here lately. So my Hawaiian, I put in water. They're a little spent now. They're not looking too good. They might not be a good representation of what I'm talking about, except for the fact that, they still look pretty decent. And this one looks really good. It's been a couple weeks since I cut that. If they don't grown all of that root growth, and these have been sitting in water, and they're just the leaf. I mean, it's just the leaf in the petioles. It makes a really ragged even. When I tell you mess, I am making such a mess. Girl, if you're gonna do it big. I got dirt and water. So guess what I got over here? Mud. It's me. I did it. I did it. Um, what else? I did the same thing with my aglaonema. Now she about to leave away from here. She was already sort of like on the fritz but she's such a big pretty leaf. Like, come on. Like, really, how you throw that in the trash? I couldn't even ball it up. I couldn't bring myself to ball it up and put it in the trash. So I just kind of threw it in the water to see how long she would do. She did okay. She probably has been in the water maybe a week, but she was already on her way out. She was a dead leaf, or on the leaf dying, and I watered the plant. The plant is humongous. I should probably go get her so you can see her, because she got some new babies. The plant is humongous, and I was like trying to get her in and out this bathtub, and she was like, "Girl, I'm too big for all this." Between the two of us, between the two of us. But look at all her babies. Look at all her babies. Come on. She is getting so big. So see, this is how I have to do aglaonemas. I gotta buy them sort of mature. I've had this plant now for, it'll be 3 years in October, and I bought her mature. So see those big leaves like that? She had those big leaves on her when I bought her. And now she's pushing out new leaves, but they're a lot smaller. But she's still pretty. She's still really pretty, but you can tell the older leaves, they're kind of dragging a little bit, but they still part of the family. We still represent. We still love on them. So yeah, that's the story of my Aglionema. I was watering her, and when I went to pull her out of the bathroom through the door, one of her leaves got caught, and she got bent up. So when she came back in, she was doing this. I said, "Oh Lord." I went ahead and took her on off and put her in the water. She was already damaged or dying, so I didn't expect her to stay green for long, but she's still so pretty. I wish it was a way I could preserve it longer, but I don't know that I can. Hey, D, I got all the D's in the chat today. Okay. I just popped in to say hi, listen to the words and names. Let me give you another Hush Kaliana. I saw a little clip of someone spraying red chili pepper on a leaf and it healed itself. It was a red chili pepper or cinnamon? Don't know what I was looking at, what type of plants it works on. If it's cinnamon, cinnamon is like an astringent, or it's a word that I can't think of right now. But you can use cinnamon to help heal your plants. I ain't never tried no red chili pepper. I ain't gonna say it don't work, but I've never tried that. Cinnamon, yes. Cinnamon is another thing that bugs don't like. So if you wanted to like keep ants and stuff like that you could put cinnamon, spray it around your door, sprinkle it around your door, around your yard. Like if you're sitting outside, you could sprinkle cinnamon down. But yes, cinnamon, you can put on the end of a plant, a cut. Like if I were to, because I have cut these, I can take it, and I'm gonna put these in the water right now while I'm talking to y'all, because I will have forgotten, child, and these things would be looking like spent cabbage. But yeah, cinnamon is great to help heal your plants. I might need to put this in some fresh water too. But I kind of like keeping them all together. Ooh, child, I cannot talk and do two things at one time, can I? But I'm gonna have to do some research on the chili pepper, D, because I don't think I've ever heard of that one before. But I love using like what we consider to be natural, but methods to do things that I have done with chemicals in the past. I like using natural methods. So one I use is diatomaceous earth and cinnamon. I usually have cinnamon, but I ran out of cinnamon for my plant space, and so I haven't purchased any more. Um, but I'm gonna go get some because I'm gonna probably need some sometime soon. I can get some from the dollar store. That worked perfect. It says pepper and water. I had never heard it. I guess you can make a paste out of it and use it as a paste to put on it and heat to help heal the wound. I have never tried that before, but I don't doubt it, right? Because really, that's what medicine should be from, herbs and things from the garden. So I don't doubt it at all. Pepper and water. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's the only one I have. I want another one. So on my wish list is the Etta Rose. And I found it online. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be small, but I found one online. I think I'm gonna get it, but I haven't committed yet. Really trying to be good about not buying a bunch of plants this year because like I said, I'm trying to make a move, y'all. So I gotta be smart about that. Yeah, please do. Send it to me. Let me know. Cause any natural remedies I would love. I try to stay away from a lot of systemic or chemicals because why? When I can use something natural. Now, does it mean that I might have to do it more often? Yes. But it also means that I'm gonna stay away from plants that causes me to have drama, right? If the plant is bringing in pests that I got to use pesticides and Lord heaven forbid buying bugs to get rid of bugs. I ain't about that life. I get it. I like the. I can't even say I like the idea of it, but I'm. Mm-mm. So yeah, no, I like that. Oh, Thank you. Thank you so much. Is that Domo? Thank you. That's sweet. Thank you. So yeah, y'all know I gotta go because I'll be up here all day with y'all talking. And I'm so glad my internet. Okay, I'm not gonna talk smack, but I was late because as soon as the thing hit and say go live, it's time or whatever the little words they say. I went to go press the button and the little thing started spinning. I said, "You gotta be kidding me." It finally popped up. I get on, and I think it was like maybe a halfway in or half an hour in, it goes out again. So my internet has been interneting for whatever reason. I don't know what's going on that all of a sudden now it wants to start cutting the food, but I'm gonna figure something out between now and then. I moved the router into here so that I could get a better connection. Short of me connecting it literally to my computer, but I don't know if that's gonna stop the internet from cutting up. It's not like the connection is gone. It's just that I'm not getting internet into here. So something is weak and I'm not sure why, but I'll figure it out or not. But next week, you guys, my video next week will be out on Monday. It won't be a live, it'll be a regular video. I'm doing some new things. So I'm trying some new things. I'm going to share it with you guys next week. I'm excited. You're going to see some new babies. I got one baby that's growing so nice, and I'm going to show you an update with my different Bakia. So stay tuned next week for that, you guys. So if no one else has said it to you today, have a great day. Bye.